Boy, do we have a good one for you right here, Crossroad Cues. This is a brand new, unchalked, unplayed Douglas Moore Wrapless cue that is all tricked out with not only some premium top shelf woods, you have some of the best ring work in the business right here on this beautiful Wrapless cue. So first and foremost, I want to show you what this wood is in the forearm, the front of the cue, and the butt sleeve, of course, the back of the cue. This is called Waterfall Bubinga. And man, is that some killer Waterfall Bubinga, I might add. But if you notice, because we've sold cues before that are made out of babinga. Babinga is a great wood. Babinga commands a good price tag. It looks good. It plays good. This is Waterfall Bubinga. You can see how the figure of the wood has the appearance of running water going down and through the cue. You can get a better perspective right there. Look at that. This cue is drop dead gorgeous, and I have not gotten to what I think is the best part just yet. There's just a lot included with this package deal right here. You've got some of the best playing shafts in the world right there. I'll get into that in just a moment, but I want to point out something to you. These rings right here, those are Abalone 24 dot rings that are trimmed in double silver on each side. Now, there are only a handful of cue makers that can do these rings and do them properly. Now, I will say this. Ed Pruitt, Ariel Carmelli, I believe Corey does some similar rings, but not the same. And then, of course, Doug Moore does these rings, okay? These are not identical to Ed Pruitt's rings. I want to give him credit where credit is due. I'm not sure if Ed's the first one to ever make these type of rings, but Ed is a great cue maker, and his rings and his cues bring big, big, big dollars, okay? Ed does a little bit thicker of a silver trim on the outside right there, and his Abalone dots are a little bit different size, okay? Ariel Carmelli's are also a little bit different, but these ones right here, how about let's tip our hat to Mr. Doug Moore for his execution on this cue right here. Doug just keeps getting better and better and better, okay? I mean, his cue making ability is just incredible. He is a completely self-taught cue maker. He does all of this work in his one-man shop in southern Indiana. You can't meet a nicer guy. Doug is not extremely accessible to the public intentionally. He's a very, very, very private cue maker, very hard-working cue maker. He works like 8 days a week, if that's possible. Now, he just works every day. So 7 days a week, inside and out, from ding to dong. We like to say can to cane, baby. Working from can to cane. Okay, so you have an extremely, extremely high-level, expensive set of rings on this cue right here. Starting at the shaft, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So you have 5-position ring work. Again, similar to what Pruitt uses, but not a copy of his work, because the rings, if you notice, like I said, the outer core of the silver right there, or the outer trim, I should say, is intentionally done a little bit thinner, and the size of those are a little bit different. And there are different cue makers that do these rings. Look right there. You can see that Powis shell, but there's only a handful that do it properly, and Doug knows how to do them properly. Look at that right there. I'm going to spin just the joint of the cue and take a look at this. This is a Juma joint, and that is what you call a super joint. That is aircraft aluminum that has been machined down. This cue will hit like Mike Tyson. Flat out, point blank. I can tell you that unequivocally, because every single one of the times that Doug has ever put that joint on the cue, Leon Sly does that joint. I know Blackboard does something similar. There's, again, a handful of people that do that. Let's face it, cue makers share knowledge, they share materials, they share rings. A lot of people use similar things, but that joint right there is something special. I'm telling you, standard size radial pin. It just does something that creates a really solid and commanding hit while lowering the deflection just slightly, okay? Maple burl in this slick handle right here. Now this is a wood that many people will dye, many people will stabilize. Look at this wood right here. When you don't tamper with the color too much, and I love the way certain cue makers do that. Sean Harden loves to use maple burl. That's one of his favorite woods. Look at how Doug does it right here in the handle section, AKA the slick handle right there. My. Juma butt cap with that Douglas Moore logo at the bottom, okay? 16 ounces on the butt. You gotta be ready for a heavy hitter. It's got a nice forward balance to it. And then here is my next favorite part. You guys know how much I love these shafts. I just had Doug make me a cue, and I made sure that I got these type of shafts with it. Look how dark those Kielwoods are. They almost look like they could be carbon, right? Look at that. Those are called Douglas Moore Evolution Eclipse Kielwoods. They are 100% made in America, in his shop, by him. Does not buy the blanks. He makes them 100% himself. And there's nothing wrong with buying blanks, because what he does is a very time-consuming process. He just chooses to do it the way that he does it. This has all the makings for somebody's absolute favorite player. And I'm telling you, you'll never get sick of looking at this cue. The rings, the wood, everything's top shelf. We have it priced at a very generous offer for a quick sale. There's no negotiating. Don't say how low can you go. It's the price plus shipping, period. Many cue makers that use this type of wood or similar rings charge thousands, I said thousands of dollars more. Doug always tries his best to keep things affordable. This particular type of cue with this setup will not be sold at this price point for a long time. Look at those rings and that wood. My. This is a promotional special exclusively right here at Crossroad Cues. The price is on the post plus shipping. We offer financing if you want to keep some money in your pocket. We have flexible payment plans, layaway, and if you guys just check our reviews on any platform, you're going to see that we do what we say and we say what we do. Check us out, crossroadcues.com. Made in America, Douglas Moore with those high-performance shafts, fire rings, amazing wood, ready to be somebody's favorite custom cue. crossroadcues.com.